Hey there, folks! If you're fascinated by ancient wonders and mysteries, you've come to the right place. Make sure to follow our channel to catch this and future videos. And don't forget to support us by subscribing, liking and commenting. Your support really means a lot to us. Let's dive into the incredible story of how the ancient Egyptians built the pyramids. They began by crafting a perfectly square base for the pyramid. Digging deep into the rock beneath the ground, they constructed a foundation about 8 meters high, entirely from stone. Archaeological surveys reveal that the quarries they used were roughly 300 meters away from the pyramid's base. This feat alone is an engineering miracle for its time, and even thousands of years later, the pyramids stand as a testament to a civilization's unmatched genius. The Great Pyramids of Egypt remain one of the world's greatest wonders, largely because nobody has fully solved their mysteries. Why are they one of the 7 wonders of the world? What secrets of their design remain hidden? What are the most famous theories about how they were built? Some researchers even question whether the pyramids were truly built as royal tombs, as we were taught in school. With modern technology and countless studies, new theories suggest they might have had a far greater purpose. For instance, the Great Pyramid's height is 146.5 meters, eerily close to the distance between the Earth and the Sun in proportion. The entrance passage aligns with the North Star, and one of the strangest claims is that if you place a piece of raw meat inside the pyramid, it dries out instead of rotting. Nobody can fully explain why. The pyramids also rest on a geographical line that connects the Bermuda Triangle in the Atlantic with another mysterious triangle in the Pacific. Both places are infamous for strange events like disappearing ships and planes. Even more fascinating, the meridian running through the pyramid's center divides the Earth's continents and oceans into 2 nearly equal halves. There are also stories that dull razor blades become sharp again if left inside the pyramid for a few days. Nobody really understands the science behind that. All these mysteries are what make the pyramids, and especially the Great Pyramid of Khufu, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. In fact, Khufu's pyramid was the tallest building on Earth for thousands of years. When you stand in front of it, the first thing that strikes you is its massive scale. It's estimated to have been built with around 2.3 million stone blocks, some say even more, and each stone weighs between 2 to 15 tons. And here's the mystery: they were stacked without cement or mortar. So how did the ancient Egyptians lift these enormous stones to such great heights without modern machinery? The entrance we use today isn't even the original. It was cut in the year 820 AD by Caliph al-Ma'mun, who had heard rumors of treasures hidden inside. He gathered his best engineers and forced a tunnel through the pyramid's side. Once inside, the first passage leads to a mysterious underground chamber carved into solid rock. To this day, it remains one of the unsolved puzzles of the pyramid. Continue through the passage, and you'll find yourself in the Grand Gallery, an awe-inspiring corridor with a ceiling over 8 meters high and walls so precise they make you feel like you're inside a royal hall. From there, another passage leads to the Queen's Chamber, a medium-sized room with a triangular ceiling built to support the heavy stones above it. The walls are lined with smooth white limestone, giving it a unique look, and that's only the beginning of the pyramid's secrets. Inside the pyramid secrets of the King's Chamber. After exploring the lower parts of the pyramid, we finally reach its most important section, the King's Chamber. This chamber is about 10.8 meters long and 5.2 meters wide, constructed entirely from massive blocks of red granite. Inside it, there are 2 shafts leading to the outer surface of the pyramid. In the middle of the room lies a granite sarcophagus without a lid, which was supposedly meant to hold King Khufu's body. But when it was discovered, there was no trace of a mummy inside. Above the king's chamber there are 5 smaller chambers stacked on top of each other, completely sealed off. These were constructed to reduce the weight of the pyramid pressing down on the chamber's ceiling. Finally, there's a ventilation shaft that some believe was actually a secret passage used by priests and workers to exit the pyramid after sealing the burial chambers. In 2023, scientists discovered a brand new corridor, 9 meters long, hidden inside the pyramid. Its purpose is still unknown, but it might hold the key to another great mystery. But were the pyramids really just royal tombs? Many theories suggest they were much more. Some researchers believe the pyramids could have been part of an advanced energy network that used hydrogen as fuel and transmitted wireless electricity through obelisks. This theory was first introduced by British author Christopher Dunn in his 1998 book, The Giza Power Plant. Dunn suggested that the Great Pyramid wasn't just a tomb, but a giant machine designed to produce energy. According to him, its chambers and passageways were built to create chemical reactions that generated hydrogen gas, which was then used to power a form of ancient generator. Of course, other researchers dismissed his idea, saying the ancient Egyptians didn't have the technology to produce or use hydrogen as fuel. But Dunn also argued that obelisks weren't just monuments. They might have been part of a wireless power grid, channeling energy from the pyramids to distant places. Interestingly, modern studies have shown that ancient Egyptian craftsmen were capable of producing hydrogen gas through simple chemical reactions, which suggests they were far more advanced than we think. When it comes to the pyramid's design, scientists say its structure wasn't random at all. The architect clearly had knowledge of the stars, the four cardinal directions, and even the Earth's circumference and radius. Some even believe the pyramid's upper half symbolizes the northern hemisphere of Earth, which means there could be a hidden underground section equal in depth to the pyramid's height, about 147 meters, designed to channel underground energy upward. If true, this would support the theory that pyramids could absorb seismic vibrations and stabilize the Earth's balance. Even stranger, geologists and archaeologists have mapped ancient monuments across the globe and found they align with invisible energy lines. The intersections of these lines often match sacred sites, and the central crossing point of the most powerful lines lies right next to the pyramids of Giza. That discovery led many researchers to believe that the pyramids might actually be the Earth's main energy source. This idea fascinated inventor Nikola Tesla. Inspired by pyramid geometry, he tried to build a tower with similar properties to generate free energy for the world. But his project was mysteriously shut down, and Tesla himself died under suspicious circumstances. Many believe because powerful elites didn't want the world to have free electricity. So, how were the pyramids actually built? A French study suggested that the ancient Egyptians used water canals from the Nile to transport the massive stones to the construction site. These canals existed during the Old Kingdom but dried up later. The outer casing stones were brought from an area called Tura on the east bank of the Nile, while the core blocks came from the natural bedrock of the Giza Plateau. Copper tools for cutting the stone were mined from Sinai. The granite for the pyramids, especially for Menkare's pyramid, came from Aswan. This theory was backed up by the discovery of the Wadi al-Jarf papyri in 2013. Where a man named Mera, the overseer of workers, described transporting Tura limestone to Giza. In 1990, archaeologist Zahi Hawass also discovered the tombs of the pyramid builders themselves, proving they were Egyptian workers, not slaves from another nation. National Geographic confirmed that the workers were paid in food, like bread and beer, and had homes near the construction site. Other studies also showed their diet included beans, onions, garlic, pomegranates, and grapes. Still, some people push alternative theories. A few claim aliens built the pyramids because of their incredible precision, while others, without evidence, say it was the Israelites. But even Israeli archaeologists like Finkelstein and Silberman admitted there is zero evidence that early Israelites ever worked on the pyramids. Another strange theory says the pyramids were built by the people of Ad, a giant race mentioned in the Quran. According to this idea, they stacked stones with their enormous bodies. But history shows the people of Ad built Iram of the pillars in Yemen, not in Egypt. And here's a shocking twist. Dr. Hussein Abdel Basir, Director of Antiquities at the Library of Alexandria, revealed that Muhammad Ali Pasha once considered demolishing the pyramids in the 1800s. He planned to use the stones to build the barrages of Cairo. A French engineer advised him against it, but Ali still insisted, until he realized it would actually cost more to dismantle the pyramids than to quarry new stone. Only that high cost saved the pyramids from destruction. So, my friend, after all this,